Here are 10 things you probably didn't know about pigs. Number 1, pigs require heavy fencing. Pigs are very strong animals, and they can root under ordinary metal fencing. Typically, you want to purchase some special hog fencing and keep them penned up. This type of fencing is very strong and pretty difficult to bend. It can also be quite expensive in some places, so make sure you have the funds available to purchase it. If not, you can use regular metal fencing like chain link, stuff like that. You just want to make sure that it's hard for them to cut themselves when they rub on it. After you finish with the fencing, it's always a good idea to go around the inside with pallets or something like that to reinforce it, and they should keep the pigs in where they belong. Number 2, pigs have an odor. Oh, you guessed it. Pigs can have a very unique aroma. To be honest, if you don't know how to avoid it, pigs just flat out stink. Be sure you have adequate spacing between them and your house. Probably a good idea to be upwind of the pigs. You also want to check the ordinances where you live to make sure that you don't put them too close to your neighbor's house either. Some cities will actually tell you you are not allowed to have pigs within city limits. You might want to check that first so you don't break any laws. Best way to avoid a pig scent is just to avoid it. There's a few ways you can do this, but 3 of them, you build a mobile pig pen. This allows you to keep your pigs being moved. Therefore, you don't have a buildup of waste. Number 2, free-range pigs. You can pasture your pigs. That's the latest craze the last couple years. You can just turn them out to pasture. It'll keep them from rooting up one area, and they'll constantly be moving around. It also helps avoid the mud and the buildup of waste. Number 3, cover their area in fresh straw. You can cover a pen in fresh straw about 4 to 6 inches deep. If you don't have room to just turn them out, fine. You can put some straw down. It might be a viable option for you. If pigs are kept in a pen, they'll root up everything around them. This is because pigs love to be covered in something at all times. They literally enjoy being pigs in a blanket. Number 3, pigs eat a lot. Before getting pigs, you need to secure a good food source, and preferably one that's economically friendly as well. On average, pigs will eat 7 to 14 pounds of feed per day per pig. It's a lot of food through the life of the animal. If you have the land to allow your pigs to free range, then you can get away with just supplementing a little bit here and there. A good cheap option to feed pigs is just to typically throw them table scraps. Slop. There's things pigs shouldn't eat though, such as onions, rutabaga, pork, etc. But feeding them slop is a great way to offset your feed bill if you only have 1 or 2 pigs. Feeding pigs is a big responsibility, but if you do your research beforehand, you'll find what is readily available in your area that will supply the food your pigs need. 4, pigs need a heavy feeder. As has already been stated, pigs are very strong animals. Because of this, they need a heavy-duty feeder to keep them from throwing their food all over their pen. You can use almost anything for a feeder, from trash cans, new ones, to barrels. Simply cut a hole in the bottom and place it on a piece of untreated wood. Number 5, like every other animal, they need clean water. Pigs can go through a lot of water in a day. Here at White Mountains Livestock, we see an average consumption of 15 to 20 gallons a day per pig. If you allow your pigs to free range, a nice pond will work wonders. But if your pigs are penned up, it's important to make sure that they have a lot of fresh, clean water every single day. Pigs have a habit of getting their water dirty, so one way to avoid it is to use a 55-gallon barrel. We use the blue plastic food-grade barrels here with a nipple drinker actually attached onto it. This will allow you to keep 55 gallons of water in the pen at all times. You may have to show them a few times how to use the nipple, but they'll catch on fast since pigs are very intelligent. In a later video, we will actually go over how you teach a pig to use a nipple drinker. Number 6, pigs need shelter to sleep in. 3 sides and a roof will suit them just fine. You can line the inside with fresh straw to help insulate and keep them warm during the colder months. This shelter will also keep them out of the sun during the hotter months. Light-skinned pigs, i.e. pink pigs, can and will get sunburns. And believe me, it is no fun catching them to put sunscreen on them. Number 7. Male pigs, or boars. They require castration if you're going to eat them. This is a fact. Boars must be castrated by the time they are 14 days old. This is because the testosterone in them causes a very, very bad taste in the meat. This is also called boar taint. It's important to receive proper training or to have a vet castrate your pigs because it can be complicated. Number 8, pigs have a personality all their own. This is so true. Some pigs are very sweet-natured, but some, they can be highly aggressive. It all depends on the pig. At 200 to 300 pounds, they can easily injure or even kill a child, and in many cases an adult. It's not uncommon to see pigs fighting over feed and being pushy when playing. Keep this in mind before you decide to raise them. Make sure you can keep small children out of the pen at all costs. A lot of pets you don't want in there. Pigs can and sometimes will kill them. Number 9. Don't combine your pigs with other animals. As was previously stated, pigs can be rough when playing and can seriously injure other animals. We've lost a number of chickens to pigs just simply because the chickens got in the pen. Pigs also have a very high sex drive. If you have a boar, he could seriously injure another animal who he believes is his mate. Pigs can get very aggressive when a female doesn't return their mating gestures. Number 10. It can be cheaper just to buy the meat. Raising pigs can be expensive when you take into account processing costs, feed bills, vet bills, etc. In many cases, it's just flat out cheaper to buy the meat. The downside is you have no idea what that animal ate before it wound up in the grocery store. Here at White Mountains Livestock, we only feed our pigs grains from weaning to butcher. This increases the quality and flavor of the meat. Some feedlots use a process they call following. When the cattle move out, the pigs move in to clean up all the mess that was left behind. I don't know about you. I really don't want to be eating that. Anyway, those are 10 things you probably didn't know about pigs. If you did, well, maybe you just learned a little bit more. What's some other tips you have? Post those in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button. Share the video. And y'all, have a great day.